My name is Tina Marie Smith, and I am the CEO and founder of Diamond Mind.
Hi, I'm Asia D. Smith, and I'm the founder of an organization called Purple Rain.
I am a domestic violence survivor. I was abused. I had pretty much everything that a person could possibly want: a beautiful family, a house, a car, a motorcycle, a van, 33-unit tenement building, everything. At a young age, we were doing extremely well. But then at a point, 15 years down the road, my husband decided to try cocaine. And that led from a very awesome, functional family to a family that was shadowed by a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, and then came to a point where there was physical abuse and had me leave where I was with my children into a totally different area.
I think that as a parent, we have a responsibility to really, not just to protect our children from all sorts of evil and harm, but to really nurture them and to teach them the right way by our behavior. It's not what you say, it's what you do.
What were you protecting your children?
I was protecting my children from pain. I was protecting them from disappointment. I was protecting them from mental abuse, from sexual abuse, from physical abuse. I didn't want them to grow up like I had when I was younger. I was abused, and I didn't want them to grow up thinking that that's how a relationship was supposed to be. You know, I wanted to get them as far away and as safe as possible so that they could be happy, because there wasn't going to be any happiness once everything happened. And once now it's out in the open, this is all what it is. So Tina, what do you determine to do? From the abuse, I wound up being in a coma for 2 months. They had to watch me learn how to walk, learn how to talk. They had to watch me learn how to move my eyes back and forth and up and down. They saw that I had short-term memory, and they couldn't understand how their mother, who did math in her head, now was trying to write equations down on paper, you know, and then took a while to do it because I would lose my concentration. So they had to see me grow, which in a way I think was good for them, because they saw that I was going to persevere. And in my heart of hearts, the only reason why I had the energy to go as far as I did was because I had children who I loved, and I knew that I needed to do it for them. I needed to be all right for them. I didn't want them to be worried about mommy. I didn't want them to feel like they needed to focus on me. I wanted them to be able to go to school and live their lives knowing that mommy is studying too, and be okay. I'm still not fully healed, and I've been up here since 1994. It takes time, and it takes practice, and more than putting it on our back burners, we have to identify what our problems are, and we've got to deal with them.
I feel really bad for little boys, and I'll tell you why. When you hear young men talk about what they want to do to this person the next time they put their hands on their mothers, that to me is very, very frightening, because you know, you've got this male child who wants to be a protector, and he wants to be strong, and he wants to step in. And so, you know, it's scary, because A, he's going to put himself in harm's way to try to protect you, and B, now he's going to still put himself in harm's way again by protecting you, and it's a lose-lose situation. And so I think, especially for women, a lot of times they'll want to be in a relationship thinking that a child needs a father or needs that structure. But if it's violent, if it's abusive, there really isn't any structure. You're creating that batterer. Batterers aren't born, they're made. When we talk about Chris Brown was a victim long before he ever met Rihanna. And he is an example, a classic case, once again, of what happens when a person grows up in an extremely abusive and violent home. There have been stories where he talked about actually urinating on himself, listening to his mother being abused. And so my heart actually goes out to him. I'm frustrated with him and the people that are around him because I think that they're not, giving him the help that he needs. And then as it relates to Rihanna, she has this misplaced sense of responsibility, and she's even said it, I feel like I have to protect him. Where you're not protecting him if you are allowing certain things to happen to your own detriment.
We also need to have other men just tell other men, guess what? It's all right to be upset because you're living in a world where you're working and you're not being appreciated, but it's not all right to go home and take everything that you're stressed out about on your wife or on your family. We need men. I can't do that. I couldn't teach my son how to be a man. He had to get that from another man. And we need to be able to put the right men, the positive men, the great men, the men that are good role models in the lives of other men so that they can see I'm not the only one going through it, but where I'm at is not where I have to be.